for any of you who are like, fuck that, I can't believe there's bears. Look, bears are not gonna do shit to you. I've been camping for like literally 25 years. I never had the bears do anything besides steal our food. That's all they want. So yeah, that's just one thing I want to make. All the food that you have needs to go in the bear box. Everything. Anything you have smelly, deodorant, lotion, toothpaste, anything like that, you need to put in the bear box. That's one time my aunt didn't lock the bear box, and they know how to open it if you don't lock it. So they actually went in, they took 4 of our coolers, they took them, dragged them across the park, across the creek, and then they ate all our shit. And then believe it or not, they did not eat like the meats, because the meats to them, our meat is rotten. It's not fresh. So they actually ate more like the sweet stuff. The bears have sweet tooths. So they ate all our tortillas, they ate our ramen, they ate our cookies, they ate our marshmallows, they ate our chocolate, like all that stuff. They didn't even eat like our meat, like at all. They don't care about none of that. Obviously, if you're going to be camping, the cheapest way to go about it is to go through a tent, and to go through have like a bed, like a mattress, air mattress, or like a cot to sleep on. Taking a canopy is a really good idea, because a lot of these campsites don't have like any kind of shade. I mean, there's shade by like the trees, but as the day goes by, it gets really bright a lot, and it gets really hot out there. So that's one thing I've definitely bringing nowadays is a canopy. Sleeping on a tent is like not that bad. One mistake I did make is that I bought a cot from Walmart. My mistake was not putting a blanket under me, and I'm over here thinking like, I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but the cold of my body was like escaping through the bottom of the cot, so I had to put a blanket under me and on top of me. Obviously sleeping with a sleeping bag is the best way to go about it, because your heat stays within the sleeping bag. One thing I've learned about storage and food is that ice will make everything soggy. So milk, I've had to learn to put it in like an actual jug. Eggs, I need to put in a plastic container, because that container that the eggs come in, the carton, gets soggy. Next thing you know, you have eggs floating in the ice and stuff. It's just really messy. The number one thing that I would recommend when you go camping is to keep everything organized as much as possible, because when you're out there and you're just like never done it before, and it sucks having to look for a fucking spoon or a fork, or to look for a sponge or things to cook with, like oil and butter, like salt and pepper, and like you don't know where it's at, but you know you threw it in somewhere. It's annoying. So just have everything as organized as possible. I would definitely suggest buying boxes, or like those boxes that like that are made out of felt, where you can like fold down, and then you can open them and have like a little section of like, this is the oil, this is the cookie stuff, this is the salt, pepper, hot sauces, like things like that. This is like the soap to scrub, and the dishwashing soap, and things like that. So this part right here, flat for a tent, restrooms, lay out the area. So obviously when you put your tent down, you have to make sure like there's no rocks, like that it's flat as possible. A lot of these camping grounds are on a literal mountain, so they're not going to be as flat 100%. They might have a little 15-20% like tilt. I would sleep my head on the top as my body is going like downhill. That's one of the things I've had to do. You are sliding down, but it's better than having your head the other way, because then all the blood is rushing down your head. Now, cleaning up is something that, you know, some campsites do have like an area where next to the restrooms, where you could take your dishes. But where I stay at with my family in Sequoia, there's just restrooms, and we have like a little jarra so that we can get the water. So what we do is we'll get a pot, or there's actually now foldable tubs where you can put the water in it, and then your soap and your dishes and all that stuff, and then you clean everything off, dry everything off. Paper towels, I've learned, are essential, because things fall, you have kids running around, stuff like that. Like rags, water for washing dishes, tub for washing, trash bags, super essential. There usually is like a trash area in the campsite, but you need a trash bag to take it to the area. That's one of the things I've learned a long time ago. Take trash bags. Containers for food, definitely put everything together. Like if there's dry foods like cereals, if there's foods like bread, sandwich bread, hot dog bread, a burger bread, like stuff like that. If you guys want, I can go over like the kind of foods you can make, because I know that that's one of the reasons why people don't think like, well, what am I gonna eat and stuff like that when I go camping. Another thing for sure is like the shower stuff. Obviously you need to pack like soaps, lotion, bug spray, deodorant. In Sequoia, there's only 2 stores. So if you forget something, okay, it's fine. You could go to the store, but there's literally only 2 stores in all of Sequoia. There's only one road, the general highway. And so you need to either be near the south end, which is going to be at Lodgepole, has a store there. Obviously that store, I think it closes like at 7 or 8, so that store is not available all the time. So if you need something, you need to get it there, but remember, you're gonna pay the cost, because it costs money for them to bring everything up. So you're not gonna look at Food for Less prices, you're not gonna look at Gonzalez prices. They're gonna be very, very expensive. If you forget anything up there, you can get it, but it's gonna be like double the price than in the city. Up north, where we stay near Stony Creek, there is a Stony Creek store, and that's where we go, which is only like 5 minutes from where we are at. But everything you have to drive to, right? And then there's only like one gas station, which is at Stony Creek. So that's another thing, like you need to make sure you're filled up on gas when you go into Sequoia. There's 2 main entrances into Sequoia National Park. There's the southern entrance at 3 Rivers near Visalia. That's the last like city. And then there's 3 Rivers through the lake. And then that's the bottom entrance. Nowadays it costs around, I think it's $40 entrance for like a week. And then you need to stick that receipt onto your dash so that if anyone sees, you have it. And if anyone checks your car, you have it. The northern entrance is the Fresno at the 180. That's the northern entrance. And same thing, you have to pay to go in, and you need to put it on your dash. They don't like to deal with cash anymore. They would prefer to deal with card. So definitely everything out there, you're going to have to pay with card. Now, I'm talking about Sequoia. I'm not talking about Yosemite. I'm not talking about Yellowstone. I'm not talking about Mineral King, which is on the north side of Sequoia. This is literally Sequoia. So anything up there out of what I'm talking about, there's other areas to go to. Like Mineral King has their own area, like a store, lodge, and all that stuff. But yeah, if you have any questions, you guys can let me know below. I just wanted to talk about this as a way to prepare, because I kind of want to make a YouTube video about it. If you guys ever want to check out my YouTube, I do have it in the link up there. And yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll see you guys next time.